Okay. So this is a Zoom call. Keep yourself muted if you can, because there's a lot of feedback and then we can't always hear everybody. So we want to be able to hear everybody nice and clear. We want you to comment if this is your very first time ever on a call with us. Drop it in the chat. There's a chat spot at the bottom of your screen. If you're on your phone, there's a little chat bubble as well. Just put that you're a first timer. And also, we want to know if you see a lot of your friends that you have invited onto this call. We also want you to tell us how many of those friends are on this call, okay? Even if it's later at 10 minutes from now and you have 7 friends on here, we want you to comment and let us know. So hang on just one second. I've got like multiple windows open here. That's what I do when I get in trouble and I'm doing too many things at one time. And we will kick off with Wes is going to share a little bit about her story first with us. Wes is a Sapphire ambassador on our team. So Miss Wes, take it away.
I thought Erin was first, so I was like stepping on this over here. All right. So hello, everyone. As Brooke said, my name is Wesley, and I just want to tell you a little bit about what Plexus has done for me. I, about 3.5 years ago, was just in a bad place health-wise. I was feeling my worst, and I couldn't figure out why. Babe, can you stop, please? Husband's being loud. And I just was tired all the time. I was struggling with abdominal pain, so I had lost a lot of weight that I couldn't afford to lose. I was struggling with blood pressure issues. My abdominal pain was just horrible. My headaches were, ruling my life. And I just desperately needed a change. I'm a pharmacist, and I tried all the medications, went to all the specialists, did all the tests, and just didn't find any answers, didn't find anything that helped. So I decided to give this a shot, something that was totally, foreign to me, something that I wasn't really sure about. I decided to, just give it a go. And I've never regretted that decision. I am 3 years migraine free after 20 years of suffering from them. I don't have daily headaches anymore. Now, I get one maybe every few months or so. I was able to get back to a healthy weight and have my healthiest pregnancy while taking Plexus products, and was able to produce more than enough breast milk for my baby, which was not the case with my first 2 babies. I am off my blood pressure medications. I am off of my heartburn medications. I'm off of my medications for my abdominal issues. I'm off, so 7 medications altogether. And I'm just as healthy and happy as I've ever been. The super, super cool thing, the other super cool thing about that Plexus has done for me is it's made a dream that I didn't even know I had become a reality. So next month, I will be a stay-at-home mom. I will be done with my pharmacy job and staying home with my babies, which is something that I never, ever imagined would be possible, and something frankly I never thought I'd want to do, because when you feel like crap, you don't think that you have what it takes to be a stay-at-home mama. And now that I feel awesome, I want to be with my kids as much as possible. So that is just a little bit about my story. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to comment in the chat if this is your first time, or if you have friends on the call, so that Michelle can give you an awesome prize. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Wes. And now we're going to kick it over to Angie. She's one of our Emerald ambassadors, and she's going to share. And like Wes said, please tell us if it's your first time here, how many guests you have on this call, because we have some prizes that we want to give away. So take it away, Angie.
Hi guys, my name is Angie Atkinson, and I am an Emerald ambassador. So my story with Plexus, Wesley is a friend of mine from high school, and she had reached out to me about Plexus. I have worked in the nutrition industry for about 8 years. I was a supplement snob, And when she reached out to me about Plexus, I poo-pooed her away and told her that I wasn't interested. So that lasted for about 6 months, but then I was seeing her results. She was posting on Facebook she was feeling better. She wasn't as reliant on medications. She was off of POP. And I knew that she'd had health struggles. So it got my attention knowing what nutrition can do for people, what good nutrition can do for people. Her getting those results got my attention. So I was paying attention, whether she knew it or not. I was watching her, I was creeping. And I decided to start on the products for myself. It was 3 years ago last month, actually. And like I said, I was a supplement snob. I was on hundreds and hundreds of dollars of supplements already from companies that I thought were superior to Plexus. But I had no major health concerns, but I struggled on a daily basis with my energy. I would have a mid-afternoon slump where I needed a cup of coffee. I had fought sugar cravings since I was, a small kid. I would glom down all of my Easter candy in one sitting, and that just continued on. Despite the fact that I was a runner and training for half marathons, I could not keep my weight in check. I would just continually gain weight even though I was running all of the time. So those were a lot of my concerns that I still struggled with, already eating healthfully and on supplements. And so I started on the Plexus Triplex, and I was skeptical. I'd tried other probiotics before and I hadn't noticed a difference. I'd had clients that had improvement with certain probiotics, but they just hadn't helped me like I wanted them to. Probio 5 was a huge game changer for me, especially since it's got those digestive enzymes. It helped me to get the sugar cravings under control once and for all. And the Slim, helped with my energy. Triplex was just a killer combo for me. I was noticing changes. Keep in mind, I was fairly healthy to start with, but within my first month, I for sure noticed that my sweet tooth had decreased, that my energy levels were much more stable. And I think I lost 10 pounds in my first month, and I didn't change anything else. I was already exercising and eating healthfully, but so definitely changed my health. I couldn't not share knowing that these products worked. So I started sharing with others. My husband had just been laid off of the oil rigs, so we absolutely could use the extra income as well. And over the course of the last 3 years, I have found an amazing team who is running with me, and we are hitting goals and blowing goals out of the water. I am so proud of them and so blessed by them, and I'm excited to work with them. And the financial blessing that it has brought into our lives is unbelievable. I was able to basically stop working in the office. I'm there one afternoon a week now just because I want to be, but and be home with my third baby. He is 7 months now. And before Plexus, I never would have been able to just not worry about having, an additional source of income outside of working at home. So super awesome blessings there. That's all I've got.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you sharing. Okay, so we are going to give it away our prize for our first timers. So I'll kick it back to Miss Michelle Christ, our prize master.
I gotta unmute. It's complicated. We have 3 first timers on right now, and I'm waiting for the number to come up. It looks like Kira, you are our first time winner. Thanks for coming tonight. This is so cool.
Yay, congratulations, Kira. So you are winning a $50 Amazon gift card. Let's go shopping. Can I help you fill your cart? Because I can buy all sorts of stuff on Amazon. So that's awesome. Message me, Brooke Knitz, on Facebook, or whoever invited you can help you find me, and we can get that to you. And let's see, I'm going to kick it to Miss Tina Wolterstorff. She's going to share with us. Go ahead and take it away, Tina. Tina, we can't hear you. There you go.
Okay, I'll try again. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to share a little bit of my story with you guys. before Plexus, I was a fitness junkie. I was in the gym 6 days a week. I'm not that ambitious anymore, but that was my life prior to Plexus. I loved supplements. I experimented with a lot of different supplements out there. Felt like I knew a lot of them and I felt like I'd tried about everything. So I thought, but inside, even though I was taking different supplements, eating really, really good, exercising a lot, I still just didn't feel good on the inside, and I was struggling a lot. I had a lot of bloating and stomach issues that I'd struggled with for many, many years. Was diagnosed with IBS-C, lots of constipation. I had a lot of sleep issues, didn't sleep at night. My energy was just, I didn't even know what energy really was. I was just functioning, trying to function through the day. I had a lot of sciatic pain in my back, down my leg, that I dealt with later that kind of came on. I think as a result of maybe pulling too many tires or flipping too many tires at the gym. I don't know. But it was just crazy workouts, but that ended up hurting me later. But the pain was terrible. It kept me from working out and doing those things that I loved, like hiking, and I couldn't ride in the car for very long. I would just have so much pain in my butt and my back. So my mood was kind of crappy. I just struggled a lot with PMS, and hard to admit, but after I started feeling better, I realized how bad I really actually felt and how much I accepted feeling cruddy. I actually kind of accepted some of those things as part of life, and they didn't need to be. I snubbed the pink drink for about 6 months till I got a little bit more miserable. One night I was laying in bed really praying for answers. I happened to come across a testimony of a lady that really had a story similar to mine. And I was like, wow, I think this is an answer to prayer. I need to try this stuff. So the next morning I ordered my products, couldn't wait to get them in my body. And really quickly, I had a lot of great energy and constipation was gone. I started sharing with people that I love. Really had the opportunity to have my products paid for really from the very beginning, because I did share with some people right away. Some of the other things that I struggled with just took some time, and I understood that the body takes time to heal. And I knew I needed to give myself a year because I had struggled for many years. Soon sleep came. I was sleeping more deeply. My hormones more balanced, no more PMS, no more pain. Hello! To be pain-free is life-changing. And 2 years in now, I just feel really, really great. My entire family is on Plexus. I did quit my full-time job as a school librarian, which I just felt like there was more potential here. I really feel passionate about helping people feel better, helping people have results and better, be blessed with more income. Since then, my income has tripled. And you guys, in the past 4 weeks, we really went through a very hard time in our family. Life literally stopped. And our daughter had a ruptured appendix. She ended up in the hospital off and on over the past 4 weeks. This is a month, you guys, a month. She had a serious infection. And for the past 15 days, we were 6 hours away from home. I was sitting in the hospital chair. This whole month, really. Just exhausted, worried, but I would work the business in the nooks and crannies of my life where I could, which was very tiny time because as a mom, worried and concerned for her daughter, but I still could do this. I could do it from the hospital chair, okay? I still ranked up to Ruby, and some of you guys on this call that are new, you have no idea what Ruby means, and that's okay. It just means that I got a really awesome bonus and a really awesome pay raise. And I have an amazing team, you know, just an amazing team God has blessed us with. Miracle from God, Amanda is healed. She's doing great. We're back home now for the past 3 days. And our family is thriving. And I want to just say this. If I would have been in my other job, okay, I would have been out of sick leave in 3 days. The entire month, I would not have been paid for the entire month. Instead, I was able to sit by my daughter's bedside, be there for her and our family, get a bonus and a pay raise. You know, God has double blessed her with her health and us with a pay raise as a family. It just couldn't have come at a better time. And so if you're looking for something to help you with your health, you don't need to look any further. Okay. Like, this is it. If you're looking for income to bless your family, this is it. This company is absolutely amazing. I hope this has blessed you in some way, you guys. Thank you for letting me share my story. God bless.
Thank you, Tina. Praise God, Amanda's okay. And how cool is that, you guys? Like, she not only was able to be a mom, which is exactly what you want to do. You just want to be a mom, be there for your kid, and you get to do it. But not only that, your business grows. And yeah, it blows me away. Like, brings me to tears, girl. I'm so, yeah. This business is a blessing beyond measure. Okay, before I start full on crying, I'm going to give it to Michelle, and she can give away the prize for our most friendly.
I need the mute button to be an easier spot. All right, so tonight, our most friendly winner is Danielle Klaus. Thank you so much for inviting friends. And I keep forgetting to tell you what you win. I keep losing the list. Brooke, what did she win?
She wins. I feel like a game show host. Go ahead.
The wine cup. Oh my gosh, that looks so. So
Yeah.
is it a Plexus wine cup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. You can put pink drink in it too.
Or a pink drink, but it also says Boss Babe. So yeah, I mean, I'm not stealing your thunder. You're the prize master. Yeah. So she wins a sweet wine glass.
You give away the good prizes though, Brooke. You have awesome prizes. Thank you.
They're fun. Okay. So now, thank you, Miss Michelle. We're going to pass it on to Georgina, and she's going to share a little bit about her story.
There we go. Hey guys, nice to see you guys tonight. So it's a little bit of a longer story, so I had to write some notes so I stay on track. I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 16 years old. My husband's trying to make me laugh. I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 16 years old. I battled that for 4 years, and then I was treated with a medication that put me into remission. Unfortunately, one of the side effects of the medication is it took away my ability to make my own antibodies, my immunoglobulin G. There's a lot of medical people in these, and so I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. So it's really difficult for me to fight off bacterial and viral and fungal infections. And so I've had to be on immunoglobulin for a number of years, but all throughout these years, like, that didn't help things all the way. So I've had countless rounds of antibiotics, countless rounds of yeast meds. I've lost count a decade ago. So you can imagine what my gut flora was like. And I was taking probiotics occasionally, but it never really did much. No physicians ever recommended just to be on them permanently. It was always, all right, if you're on a round of antibiotics, take it for during and a couple weeks after, and then you're done. I even just heard that today. It was funny. Just today I heard it. And in addition to that, I had allergies were initiated when I got lupus too. I don't know all the biochemistry of it, but my allergies ignited. I was never allergic to anything before. And so I was on multiple nose sprays, Neilmed up to 4 times a day, depending on the severity, inhalers, Singulair, Zyrtec, whatever you name it, I was on it. This continued for a long time. And again, it was just masking symptoms. The Singulair, I admit I'm still on that. I'm still on Zyrtec because I might have some asthma going on because it's in my genes. But so I was on that for a number of years. And the side effects they cause, the sense of smell loss, you get your nasal cavities start getting deteriorated because of the Flonase and the Dymista. They're pretty severe nose sprays, and when you're using them for a full decade every day, you start feeling the effects of these, the negative effects. So then last last year was pretty rough for our family. Lots of health problems all around for me and my husband. I got put on antidepressants and I started gaining weight. So they helped me the mood wise, but I started gaining weight. And that's what actually attracted me to Plexus, was just this get the weight off or quit gaining weight. Because I had the awful sugar cravings. I had the awful carb cravings. And I'd still had really bad mood issues. They were just a little bit better because of the antidepressants. I was still a complete skeptic. I just was like, oh, this is a pink drink. I literally thought it was like artificially colored or something. And I tried it, so I was like, well, something has to work, because I was kind of at just wit's end. Chronic fatigue, felt awful, just did not feel great at all. And tried it, went through some pretty not awesome detox. I did have a bout that I had to not take the pink drink because my one of my detox symptoms was acid reflux, and I already have acid reflux, and so it like ignited it hardcore, and that sucked. It eventually went away as my system continued to balance, and so then I could finally get on the full triplex system again. And then things really started changing. I started, once the detox left, I could tell, like, I noticed I wasn't using my nose sprays. I wasn't using my inhaler. So I was down to literally the Singulair and the Zyrtec, and I was just using Neomed as needed. And I was shocked. I was like, this is incredible. And many of you don't know where I'm at. I'm in the middle of South Dakota, and this was the worst winter we've had in many years. And I'm from Colorado, and this is the worst winter I've ever had to experience. And typically cold induces many of my respiratory symptoms. So the fact I could get through this winter without most of these respiratory aids was phenomenal, especially my inhalers. Then one day I forgot to take my restless leg meds. And yeah, I know many of you are like, wow, she was a walking pharmacy, and it's true, I was. And so I forgot to take my restless leg meds, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, my legs feel a little different, but not bad. And I just zonked out, like totally passed out, bedside lights on, and I'm out. And I didn't get up. I would normally have gotten up to take my meds, and I didn't. And then I was just like, holy cow, something's seriously different. And I just quit taking it, and I haven't taken them since. And it's a brand name restless leg med, and it's with, before the deductibles med, it's $700 a month. So saving buco dollars there. So getting off meds, saving money, feeling better, regularity, energy, sugar cravings are way better. I mean, these products have helped my stepdaughter, my husband. It was definitely after the restless leg meds, I was just sold. I was like, I've had physicians tell me you have an iron deficiency. You need some nerve stuff. And like, they can't, they had no clue. I mean, it was like literally the BioCleanse. That's what my body wanted. That magnesium. I was like, are you kidding me? And I know how many magnesium to take to make my legs happy and to make my gut happy. And it's just amazing. Like, wish I would have found it 10 years ago. So yeah, that's where things are at. I'm on Triplex, Ease, Metaburn. I mean, like everything. I love it all.
That is such a good story, girl. Such a good story. Lots of money saved. Like, and that's not even important thing. Like, that's not even the important thing, but like that does help when you're not shelling out tons of money at the pharmacy. And let's be honest, no offense, Wes, who likes to go wait in line at the pharmacy? Nobody. So I'm offending the pharmacist in the room. Okay, so real quickly, we're going to punt to one of our brand new diamonds. Miss Erin Kane is going to share a super short Cliff Notes version of her story for us, because we're going to try to get you guys out of here in a few minutes, but we want to share because we love sharing.
And super short and to the point is my whole jam. So guys, I'm really excited. yeah, the whole reason I started Plexus was because of my hormones. They were just horrible after 2 babies. They were never awesome, but yeah, I mean, they were awful. I'm sorry if there's any men on this call, but that special time of the month was going on like 2.5 weeks, and just heavy, heavy, heavy. Constantly, just felt like garbage. My skin was, I mean, just horrendous. And you can kind of see now, like, I'm not wearing any makeup, like foundation or anything, and it's, I mean, just night and day from what it was. And the thing, I was a medical assistant, so I was, I mean, not anything, like these girls, like nurse practitioners and pharmacists or anything, but I was in that world, and it was the world where, prescription medicines are the answer. They fix everything. And so that was constantly what I was told as I was kind of talking to my coworkers and stuff about some of this going on. And then I saw my friend posting about Plexus, and I knew that she'd been struggling with infertility and a lot of hormone stuff herself. 7 years they've been trying to have babies, and just not were given any answers other than just unexplained infertility. And all of a sudden I see her posting, and she's posting about Plexus, and I'm rolling my eyes because I'm like, are you serious? Like, this natural stuff? No, thank you. And then all of a sudden she's posting this pregnancy announcement, and it kind of was like, ooh, what happened here? What's going on? That's kind of amazing. And I started kind of digging into it, and a lot of the stuff that they were going to be putting me on, what I was reading about this Plexus stuff was going to do the same thing, but cost way less money and not have any weird side effects. Like, it's natural. I can do this naturally. And I'm not really a crunchy kind of gal. I really could have cared less about any of that stuff, but something in me was like, that seems like a better option than natural stuff. So, I hem-hawed around with it for over a year. I actually unfollowed my friend on Facebook for a while who was posting about it, because I kept thinking, I need this stuff, but man, how am I going to afford it? And, I kept doubting everything. And then one day she posted about the fact that Plexus, so I unfollowed her, but I would kind of go and like stalk her again, like go to her page and see, like, is it really working? Maybe she's quit by now, and that would make me feel better about my decision to unfollow her. And like, I really don't need this stuff. It really doesn't work if she quit. But no, she kept right on going. And then she posted one day that her Plexus paycheck not only bought her new running shoes, but it paid for new tires for her car. And so she was, it was a cute post about like, oh, we both got new shoes or whatever. And I was like, dang, like, I wish, like, that's kind of legit. Like, that's a lot of money. Tires are not cheap, and running shoes are not cheap. And I knew she was paying for her own products. So I was like, huh. So needless to say, finally made the plunge and joined and started sharing about it even before my products got there, because I was so excited. I wanted people to kind of do this with me. I didn't want to be the only person, doing it by myself. So I talked to my mom and my sister and all them, and we started doing it. And my first paycheck paid for my products. I never really actually even paid for my products out of my own pocket. It paid for my products, and it paid for my groceries for like the next couple of months, which is a huge deal. And here we are 4 years later, and, we're debt free. My husband started his own company, and just because we shared about this stuff and like linked arms with other people who were sharing, and, I keep the health benefits just keep rolling in. So there's Cliff Notes for you. Hormones are perfect. All that's totally fine. And this business is mind-blowing, to say the least. So thanks, guys.
Thank you, Erin. Okay, so I'm going to stick with M words. So she said mind-blowing, but every time I think about my testimony, I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Brooke Knitz. I am a family nurse practitioner. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We have 4 boys. Our life is a chaotic tornado, and we love every second of it, but that is not easy. And when I found Plexus, or when it found me, Miss Erin Kane was posting it on Facebook, and she's a pretty straight shooter. And I'm like, if Erin's doing this, it's got to be like legit, because she would probably do a lot of double dog dares of a whole bunch of other embarrassing things before she would put something on Facebook that she did not believe. And I knew that about her. So I saw one post as I'm sitting in between patients, scrolling through Facebook, wasting time. All the while, I think about these M words, my mood, it sucked. I was sad kind of often. I never really talked about that part of my story, but the more I've learned about atypical depression, I know it fit me. I had anxiety that I'd had my whole life that I thought was the way God made me. It certainly was not. And if you feel like you've got something that you've just had your whole life and it's just you, I promise you it's not. I promise you. Which leads me to another M word, the microbiome. I know somebody mentioned that word tonight. And if you are not addressing your microbiome, that microscopic army, then we need to talk, because that is exactly what Plexus is all about. Blood sugar regulation, hormone regulation, inflammation, fixing that microbiome, and all those beautiful things fall into place. Muffin top. I was chubby. Didn't like the way I looked. I was 11 months post baby number 4 and was carrying around weight that was not baby weight. And I didn't like the way my clothes fit. I didn't like the way I felt in my own skin. I was also a momster. I was screaming at those precious little babies that God gave me all of the time for things that they did not deserve. They were just being kids. I had no control over my emotions. I had no control over my patience. I had no control over my mood. I really, looking back, I didn't have control over anything. I was a hot mess. And here I am, the nurse practitioner, giving you health advice. So when I say, Georgina, in that comment, that they're just best guessing what they tell you to do, that's because they are, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and just say, I mean, they are. They're giving you their best guess. So anyway, I came from a medical background, science-based, FDA-approved world, and I thought, whatever, Erin, you are smoking crack, except for I knew Erin wouldn't do that. So I called her and said, what is this all about? And she told me, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I knew in my heart that my heart was telling me to do this, that God dropped this in my lap. And it passed all of my tests because I could pronounce every ingredient. Their labels were right on the website. When I had her on speakerphone that day, like that minute, that very first phone call, and I thought, there's nothing in this stuff. So, but she's telling me this, so it must be true, because I trusted her. So I signed up for cheap prices, said I would never tell a soul. And yeah, I like telling people stuff when it works. So I did. I felt great. I started telling my friends and family. And Erin posted about groceries in the back of her truck that Plexus paid for. And I was irritated because she has 2 boys and I have 4. And I have more mouths to feed and I wanted free groceries. So I'm like, well, if she can do it, I can do it. I'm just going to have to set my pride, my ego aside and share this a little bit. And people are going to judge me. They're going to think I'm crazy. Well, guess what? They're doing it anyway. And they already think I'm crazy. So why not give them something to talk about? So I shared. And I just kept sharing. And like Angie talked about her amazing team and Tina talked about her amazing team, like we have built an amazing community of people behind us who are feeling better, who are no longer momsters, who have balanced hormones, who have better moods, who are fitting in their clothes better, who feel good, who lifelong issues like Georgina's had since she was a teenager are resolving. It's the unexplained thing, that unexplained thing that the doctor really can't tell you and your labs are normal and we just don't know. It's your gut. It's your microbiome. I guarantee it. I would bet you any amount of money it is your gut. So anyway, I could go on and on about that all night, but that's just a snippet of my story. The business has been a huge blessing. I get to be a stay-at-home mom. I know 2 of our ladies also talked about how God provided for them. Tina talked about how God provided like this amazing business when she didn't know she needed it. I never told anybody I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom because I married a teacher and there was no way that was ever going to work. But God knew, and it's worked because he provided Plexus for me. So I get to be a stay-at-home mom for my babies, which is amazing. So this can be free groceries. This can be a mortgage payment. This can be more money than you'd ever know what to do with. And we're here as an amazing team to help you do that. So thank you guys for sticking with us. Before we go, I'm going to hit back to Michelle with our very last prize for y'all who stuck with us this entire call.
This was a great call. I'm so glad I could be with you guys tonight. And thank you for your stories. They're amazing. And you ladies, if you didn't share, I wouldn't have had the changes I had. And so I'm so grateful and so thankful. So our last winner is...
Wait, before you tell the last winner, tell them a little bit about your last few months in your fitness journey. Just a tidbit, because we're going to have to go, but I want them to know about it.
So I actually started Plexus 2.5 years ago, and I've had my ups and my downs. But through the whole thing has been this learning about gut health, understanding my health, helping my family feel better. I felt better. Well, December, I kind of drew some lines in the sand and took what I knew and put it together with some really good action. And Plexus came out with MetaBurn, which was, guys, I love my MetaBurn. And they started the Slim Down 2019 challenge. And I'm like, oh, you're talking my language. Because I was already rolling on some stuff I needed to refocus and try the MetaBurn and do the things I needed to do. Well, starting in December, it took me 3 months. By the end of March, I guess 4 months, I lost 40 pounds. And I am still rolling. I took a little bit of a break because, guys, I was pushing and working hard. And now I'm back on it, and I actually have a little group going, and we are killing it. These people are amazing. I love it. So hopefully a few more pounds before convention, and everybody say a quick prayer that, you know, that Herculean effort. You know what? Whoever wins Slim Down 2019, they deserve it. Plexus gave us good stuff, and we put in the hard work. So that's me. Oh, and in the middle of that, I found out that I am in menopause at 39. I'm not quite 40 yet, and I'm in menopause, and I have PCOS. So all the struggles that I had been up and down with in my early Plexus journey had a lot of roots that we didn't quite understand. And yet, Plexus had me feeling so good that nobody noticed. They took all my lab work and it was all looking pretty good. So I actually just got the updated lab work. I am all in normal ranges and absolutely do not need replacement hormones. I do not need any of the PCOS medications that they typically have people on. I'm monitoring my blood sugar and they look fantastic. So what can I say? I love me some Plexus. All right, you ready for another prize? All right, Christina Healy, you win our last prize. You get a $50 Lululemon, oh my gosh, Lululemon gift card. That is going to be so awesome. They have great stuff there. Oh, so
yes,
jealous.
like the best workout clothes known to man and womankind. I'm maybe in love with my articles of clothing from there. So thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing that. Yeah, amazing transformation in the last several months. I mean, over the years, but like killer in the last few months. So thank you, ladies, everybody. Christina Healy won the last prize. Sorry, Sarah. I'm responding to the chat and paying attention to all different things. So thanks for everyone who shared tonight. Thank you for those who hopped on as guests. And we hope you all learned something. Please, if you're a winner, send me your information so we can get you your prizes. And
did Michelle do the last prize?
That's you.
Oh.
Where are you going, girlfriend?
I had to step away, you know, crying babies.
Well, it's you. You're the winner.
Woohoo!
Yay! All right. Well, we're going to hop off here so we don't keep you any longer. But thanks for sticking with us, and you all have an amazing weekend. And talk soon.